Hi there, and welcome to Side Quest, the in-betweeny podcast we do in between our regular adventures. Who knows what we do in these crazy side quests? Sometimes we get some really interesting guests on. Sometimes we play a really cool game. Sometimes we just sit here and talk shit. And heads up, this is one of those times. Who do we have talking some unscripted bullshit today? We've got Robert Bevan, Rick Waltari. Waltari, fuck's sake, man. I overthought at the time. Rick Waltari. And myself, Steve Wetherall.
Hello.
I'm not even sure I want to say hello now.
I don't know what happened there. I was doing so well with this.
It's
I had like a streak
unscripted. This is raw.
This is pure.
Nobody pronounces his name right without,
cue cards.
Years of practice.
Steve is all like, it's the end of the world. Nobody gives a shit how to pronounce your last name. Fuck you.
This is the raw edges people tune in for. Me. They're on the edge of their seat. Is he going to say his name right? Is he going to fuck it up? Did he remember his cue cards? It's a level of drama we deliver that keep people coming back.
I like to think that every 2 weeks, like, the people in the dogfight pits and like the cockfighting rings, they stop and they put all their money on okay, is he going to say it right or is he
I imagine so. I imagine we're what brutal criminals listen to in their spare time.
I hope so.
Yeah. I mean, you'd think so.
Speaking of the end of the world, we were trying to think of maybe a topic we could talk about for this episode before we decided, fuck it, let's just talk shit. And I brought up we could talk about advice for social distancing. So during my research that didn't amount to anything, I looked up questions about social distancing, and I guess these are people's common questions, but when you line them up like this, it doesn't look good. Do I need to practice social distancing if I'm symptom-free? Yada, 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 yes. Can I schedule play dates for my kids? Yada, 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 no. Can I go to restaurants and bars? No. Can I visit my older parents or grandparents? Probably not. Can I go to the gym? Jesus, are you fucking
no? It's like, which part about distancing does not make? It's like, how you can social distance?
Yeah.
Get on a podcast with people who are in Atlanta and UK and nowhere near you. That's social distancing.
You need to social distance yourself. Okay, right. I'm just going to go out and lick a stranger. Is that okay? No.
Is it okay to lick him if he didn't sneeze on me first?
I was looking outside my window earlier, and I saw a couple walking past some high schooler with his girlfriend, and I felt like open up the window, going, "You're dead. You're both dead, and you don't know it."
Doomed. I went for we're not on like an Italy style major lockdown here yet in England. I'm sure we will be soon. I went for a walk, and all the gyms are closed down, so that makes sense. But then people are now going on the outdoor gym.
What? That makes sense? The place with a bunch of people sweating on everything and then touching it? Oh, don't worry. I wiped it down with a sweaty towel.
But these geniuses were going to the outdoor gym equipment, obviously thinking, well, it's outdoors. That's social distancing. It's like, and everybody else who wiped their ass sweat on that before you thought the same thing, you doof.
Yeah, so now it's not only covered in ass sweat, it's covered in bird shit, too.
Children have played on that. Filthy children.
I don't know. Have you guys seen the Netflix series Kingdom?
No.
It's Korean. It's subtitled. It's good. It's a zombie show set back in the day with like old school Korea with kings and shit, and it's the plague is going on with people getting bit and turned into zombies, and it's interesting. But man, there's so many times when I thought, I guess I'm just hypersensitive to it now, but You people will die from so many things that are not zombie bites.
Zombies are the least of your worries.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, we survived zombie bites. Oh, hey, there's this Kim Jong Un guy. Let's make him leader.
All right, further back in the day, it's a good series though.
If you had a zombie outbreak, like even 100 years ago, it'd be like, well, it's probably going to die of sepsis anyway. So, this is more interesting than that, at least.
Yeah, but I also imagine like 100 years ago, everybody walking around with like maybe it's just me thinking of like the Wild West, but I'm thinking, how long would a zombie apocalypse last? Where everybody's walking around with a 6-shooter?
Well, here's another thing I thought of. A couple 100 years ago, there's no fucking internet, so you'd probably just want the zombies to kill you anyway. After being locked in the house for 2 weeks, if I didn't have internet, everyone would be dead.
Yeah. The zombies are coming good, better than dysentery.
Well, I was planning on shitting myself to death, because this will have to do.
But now I'm out of toilet paper.
That's something that has also made me think, fantasy apocalyptic scenarios, all very fun. When you think Mad Max, you're out in your leather chaps, and like all those dudes must fucking stink because not a roll of toilet paper between them.
Yeah, but you know something? When you're dressed in like a leather Speedo and a hockey mask, you don't give a shit.
Yeah, like a handful of sand is all you need.
I am not riding pillion with any of those guys. Assless chaps, Australian weather, no toilet paper. Jesus Christ. It's ass sweat hurricanes.
I gotta say, I would have so much respect for anybody who just parks himself in front of a Wawa right now, just with a boombox and a mic, and just screams to anybody walking inside that they're the Ayatollah of rock and roll. Fuck! Why am I here with you guys and not doing that?
Yeah.
You pick up a big hairy spider and rub it up your ass crack. That's how they do it in Australia.
What, even if there is toilet paper, that's just how they prefer to do it.
Real men.
Just a handful of spiders.
No. This is Australia. Just one spider is a handful.
Snap off its leg.
No.
It's got to be alive. Cruel. Wait a minute, what part of this is not cruel?
Like, Jesus Christ, not only do we have giant venomous spiders now, but they're covered in shit. This truly is the end of the world.
That's not a roll of toilet paper.
That's a spider.
Unless you get at least four legs stuck in your asshole, that ain't real toilet paper.
That's how you know you're fully clean.
Hey, going back to the zombie apocalypse and horror movies in general, all those people saying, "Oh, that's so unrealistic. No one would ever do anything that stupid." Yes, they fucking would.
Yes, we are seeing living proof of of the people who would just stick around Camp Crystal Lake and go skinny dipping.
It's like they're fucking licking the outdoor gym equipment. You muppets! You're the people who die.
Only 5 people have been murdered with machetes. The odds are on our
Freddy
side.
Krueger's killing everybody in their dreams. So I'm gonna go take a nap, motherfuckers.
Well, if I take a nap now, then I'll be able to stay up longer later. Okay, Jimmy. Jimmy's the first to die. Yeah. Strange times.
It really is. So let's talk about something good going on, like before we depress everybody into just pulling out their wood alcohol and drinking it while listening to this episode.
Oh man, I mean, this isn't going out for a couple of days. Yeah, they're already there.
That's the good times.
I just like to say, I picked a fucking shit time to give up drinking. Literally, just before the apocalypse hit, I was like, I'm getting a bit fat than usual. I'm going to put down the booze for a bit, pack up the old cigarettes for a bit, see how long I can do it, see if I can do it for Lent. And it's like, oh yeah, now the world is ending. You've got to stay indoors. We're closing all the pubs, which means that your brother who runs a pub is going to offer you all his free booze that's going to go out of date. Just like, I'm taking this very personally.
This is like Jesus in the desert.
I am, as I've mentioned before, a bit like Jesus.
But I'm sure you're enjoying your tap water.
Yeah. I put a vitamin C pill in a fucking glass of tap water the other day. Good times.
I too have been cutting back, but not. I mean, I'm not a madman. I haven't given it up entirely. But I've lost quite a bit of weight in recent months since, I don't know, I think I mentioned it before. 2 months ago, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. It was on the very low end of the scale there, but yeah, doctor told me, all right, I want you to lose 10 pounds in the next, before I see you again 2 months later. I did. I lost like 12.
Nice.
And then, yeah, she said, I am on my way to reversing that. I don't even remember what the shit was that she's measuring, but she said I was the most improved in the shortest amount of time patient she's ever had. So
Nice.
Yep.
Kicking diabetes ass.
And then on the way out, she's like, "Yeah, touch this dirty doorknob."
The good news is you've beaten diabetes. Bad news is, everything around you.
Diabetes is the least of your problems.
I have to say, I'm quite proud of the fact that I found and installed that bidet.
That was a good
Oh,
move.
don't even get me fucking started. Like that's there's some people saying, "Oh, why is everybody buying all the toilet paper?" And then there's a few people on your Facebook that say, "Why do you use toilet paper anyway? That's so gross. Why you should be using a bidet?" It's like, that's all you're telling me is I don't wipe.
Well, here's the thing. I now speak from experience and saying it doesn't completely eliminate wiping, but it's kind of like, it takes it from 100% down to maybe like 20 or 30%. So it definitely preserves the toilet paper. It's not like you sit there, spray your ass with a little spritz of like Lysol and then get up and say I'm fresh as a fucking daisy. And also these things, let me just say, these things are connected directly to the main water line. So you're not talking a little bit of water pressure here. You're talking enough that it pretty much shoots up your ass, and if you open your mouth, it's coming out that way.
Yeah, I mean, no, I've used them in Korea. They a lot of home toilets. Korea is such a weird place. It's like part of it's like living in the future, and part of it's like living in the way fucking past. Because a lot of toilets, it'd be like, oh man, I wish I could live in this bathroom, and and they'll have a bidet with a bunch of buttons. You don't even know what half these fucking buttons do. But, a bidet is included. Nice. But, man, other ones, especially in older places, no toilet. You got a fucking hole in the ground. It's a porcelain hole, but you still have to squat over it.
Well, I'll say this one the one that I bought is kind of somewhere in between. It definitely doesn't have all those buttons, like you push a button, you get fresh warm air on my ass. No, this is essentially like just jamming a fire hose in your toilet.
See, I'd be worried like you press a button and you're like, and then like just a live stream icon comes up. You're like, uh-oh.
Going live in 3, 2.
The toilet seat warmer was a nice touch, but I don't ever want to sit on the toilet long enough for that to make a difference in my life.
Yeah. I've got stuff I want to get back to,
Yeah.
I don't know. Some people like I've never understood it, but there are some people they like to spend hours upon hours in the bathroom, and I've never understood really the appeal of that.
No.
Because maybe it's a place to lock yourself away from your family, but it still smells like shit.
Well, maybe they're not shitting in there while they do that.
Maybe go for a walk. Yeah.
I don't shit for hours.
Maybe if you need a little bit of time to yourself, maybe not lock yourself in the room specifically for shitting. That's just go outside maybe.
Hey, you're giving irresponsible advice, Steve.
Oh, that's a good point.
We're in a crisis.
So next time I want to jack off, I'm just going out in my front lawn, like nature intended.
Damn right.
That was not the responsible advice I was going for.
How's this for social distancing? Right. No one's coming out here now.
I dare you to get within 6 feet of me.
People are definitely staying 6 feet away from me.
I can't remember how we go. Oh, yeah, toilet paper, bidets. All right, I know where we are. Yep. Okay.
Well, considering we're just bullshitting, it doesn't really matter where we are.
No, I suppose it doesn't. And I like to pretend we have an agenda. Just ticking off things. Yeah, toilet paper, bidets, jerking off on the porch, check. Right. Moving on to the next hot topic. I don't know. I've been to hotels where they have a bidet, and I'm like, the first thing I think is the only purpose for that thing is for me to get drunk and accidentally shit in it. I can't think of any other reason for it.
Is there truly any more embarrassing death than getting drunk and drowning in it?
Drowning in a bidet?
Well, you could shit in it first.
Oh, God. I mean, that's inevitable.
The cops just walk in, shake their heads, and just like...
Americans.
Third one this week.
Well, if you're going to go, you may as well go as embarrassingly as possible.
So what have you guys been doing to entertain yourselves, while...
My life has not changed at all, except for the kids have been around. I mean, I hung out in the garage and wrote my words and did other shit, like, before this all happened, and that's what I'm doing now, except... every once in a while I'll go inside and see the family. And, I don't know, play a game or something, or I'll make them do exercises, because that's what we instituted that today. All right, you're doing 300 jumps with the jump rope and 10 push-ups, because they've been sitting at home for 2 weeks doing nothing. Well, not doing nothing, but not doing anything really active. So, yeah. That... yeah. Otherwise, just been writing and the other shit I do.
I've been depressingly fucking busy because I've got a job where I'm lucky enough to work from home. But I also have like another job where I work from home. So I've just been in front of this screen forever, possibly. And I've been like really productive, possibly more productive than I was when I was going out to the office to work. And it's annoying me. I feel like I'm squandering an opportunity to be less productive here.
Oh, I'm definitely not squandering that opportunity. Because it's like, between the kids being home, and like I'll come upstairs to my office, but Dave will just have screaming matches with their mother for like for like homeschool and stuff. And between that and like everything else, I'm like, I've been getting some editing done, but I haven't gotten writing done for shit since this has started, because
really?
Because you know what it is, it doesn't change my day, but it changes everybody else's day around me, because I'm used to everybody going to school, going off and doing their thing, so I have the house to myself for usually like 4 or 5 hours, and that's like nice and peaceful to get stuff done. But here's also the thing, and I'm not complaining about this, just in case anybody's listening. I actually do appreciate it, but I've been getting a lot of people like DMing me, going, "Hey man, how's it going? Everything is are you okay?" And I very much appreciate the sentiment, but I've been getting so many people doing that.
Well, it's your own fault, because you are like involved and nice to the people in your Facebook group, whereas I tell most of them to fuck off, and then if they rub me the wrong way, I block them.
Two very different approaches to maintaining a reader community there.
I will say there is an efficiency thing with your approach.
Rick's getting his readers messaging, just checking in here to see you're all right. Bevan's just getting fucking pictures and middle fingers.
Like, hey Bob, are you okay? Fuck off and die. Okay, I guess you are.
I don't say this to people that message me. I'm just saying not as many people message me because I'm not friendly.
Fair Fair enough.
I will say the Twat Waffle community has been really awesome. We've having a lot of people doing live vids. We've been doing like group chats and stuff. People have been setting up like games and stuff. So they've been actually doing a lot of stuff to keep each other like sane, and or as sane as a group of people call themselves Twat Waffles can be. But it's nice. It's nice because in reading the news and just seeing how many shit biscuits are out there, it is nice seeing people do nice things for each other.
Wait, is that my group?
Oh, it's Rick's group.
No, but the shit biscuits.
Oh, right.
No, I meant reading the news.
All right.
It might be your group.
If your group is making the news, that I would hope it'd be for something good, but I'm not holding my fingers that it will be, or hold my breath.
I might adopt that name for them. We'll see.
Hey, shit.
I'll put up a poll.
Buy a fucking mug, you shit biscuits.
Rick Gualtieri said your new nickname should be Shit Biscuits.
I was just going to say I don't actually have a group. I just hang around in Rick's and sort of pretend it's mine. It's the Lazy Man's fan group.
Well, we also got the Discord. They've been doing a lot of stuff going on there as well.
I should really hang out more on the Discord.
Yeah, me too. Or my own group.
I will admit I do feel bad because I was hanging out in the Discord more, but like since this started, it's kind of like that's the one thing that you know what it is? It's because the Discord app, it pops up every time somebody says something, and if I have my sound on, it gives a little beep, and after a while it gets annoying, so I'll eventually just turn it off.
That's the thing. I'm still not that familiar with Discord. Every time I go in there, I've missed like several dozen messages.
Oh, there's no way to keep up because the Discord is really, really lively. I mean, between the Real Talk thing and like the main channels, people are posting all day there. So if you're trying to get caught up, just something, just forget it. Just scroll to the last comment and just start from there.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels to me like jumping a queue. There's just something within my genetics that would prevent me from just going to the end of a long conversation and going, so anyway.
And that's why I think Steve is gay. Well, let's take it from there.
But for the Discord people listening, I'm just saying, like, I'm not jumping off because you guys are annoying. You guys are awesome. It's more the Discord app is annoying. And because it has these weird controls where it's like trying to find the sounds on it is kind of like, okay, let me push 15 buttons here. And how do I get back to the... Oh, I've now kicked myself out of our own group.
Yeah. My technical incompetence stops me doing a lot of things. I think the last time we were recording a podcast, Bevan, I was talking to you. And then somebody just jumped from our Discord, just like, you realize you're talking to like the general chat here, don't you? I was like, I did not realize that at all. I thought I was still talking to Bob. But thank you for pointing that out before I, start.
Give it to me, Bevan.
Yeah. Before I started the real embarrassing personal conversations for our other podcast.
New Patreon tier.
Hey, let me tell you, that wart on my ass just won't go away.
All right, well, that's something I could do in my admittedly quite busy isolation period. I could hang out on the Discord a bit more.
Well, you're busy. I mean, I guess I wish you were less busy because, yeah, I'd like that. But what about for less busy people? What could they be doing? Rick,
they could jump on. They could join our Patreon and jump onto our Discord.
That's true.
They certainly could do that.
You could be spending money that you don't have because you're out of work to support us.
Yeah, there is that. Obviously, don't do that if you haven't got any money. Don't be sitting there starving and going, well, at least I'm on the Authors and Dragons Discord. Nobody wants that for you.
Well, the truth of the matter, I mean, we're putting out a lot of free content there. So I think all of us are kind of like doing our part. In the YouTube, there's been new stuff out there. We put out the end game, thing. As far as entertainment goes, I think we have a pretty good value for our buck there.
Well, we've actually. That's
pretty good value for no bucks. That's free content. Yeah.
I complain about being busy, but Bevan and I, along with E.M. Kaplan, have just started another podcast.
Oh.
So I've clearly, got more free time than I thought I had.
Tell us about this podcast.
Bevan, do you want to tell them what you've called the podcast?
Yeast infection.
Try and guess what it's about, Rick, just from the title.
Yeast infection?
Yeast infection.
Well, I mean, I would have said, well, Bob's Korean, and I know Emily is part Asian, but I don't know how that fits you in, Steve.
No, it's nothing to do with.
He's the infected.
Nothing to do with our ethnicities at all. It's
let him have one more.
We'll guess. All right. Okay.
One more swing at the pinata.
What comes from the east? Well, that's a very general way of putting it.
Okay.
What entertainment forms?
Oh, was it I was going to say what the sun fucking rises.
It's a pagan podcast.
Silk. Tea.
A lot of good things do come from the east. That's true.
Oh, and anime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there you go. See, I told you, Steve. No confusion at all.
Only took me about 14 guesses there.
And a lot of clues. Well, you know how Bevan's obsessed with Revolutionary Girl Utena?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we decided to look into why he's obsessed with it, and Emily and I are watching every episode with him and then discussing it.
We're 4 episodes in, and they're at the cusp of understanding.
Yeah, that's the point of the podcast, is to try and understand Robert Bevan's passion for Revolutionary Girl Utena. We've recorded a few episodes, so hopefully we'll be dropping that soon. We've only just come up with that title now. We were waiting on that.
Is that going to be, are we going to put that on Authors and Dragons, or is that something entirely separate?
I think we'll put it on the Authors and Dragons channel. There's already people there.
Good.
I'm not sure, building a new audience with the podcast title East Infection is probably going to take a while. The people at Authors and Dragons already know we're dicks, so...
Yeah, make sure you pronounce it very well, because people will be jumping on. It's like, I'm kind of itchy here. I'm waiting for some advice.
Well, I think they'll see it before they hear it. But the women like anime too. They'll get on there thinking they're on for something, and it's like, oh, well, I'll just live with the itch for a bit.
My crotch is still itchy, but I'm very entertained now.
Yeah, there you go.
That's cool. That's definitely a way to fill up some time.
Yeah. So in terms of podcast output, you're gonna soon be able to hear, I guess, me being baffled at a cartoon. It's a fairly baffling cartoon. Starting to get into it.
Well, if you ever run out of Revolutionary Girl, you can always turn on Baki there.
Yes.
I think that might be the second season. I think I will expose Bevan to the wonders of Baki.
Nice. I'm looking forward to it, but we do have 39 episodes and a movie.
And the movie, yeah, I know. Jesus. It's going to be a long season.
You're going to be glad you went through this.
I know.
It'll be like Tim Robbins in Shawshank. Yeah.
Which part is the tunnel filled with shit then?
The whole thing.
Yeah.
The whole thing is the tunnel filled with
Or maybe you'll wind up as Michael Duncan Clark in Green Mile.
So what you're saying is, I'm just going to be really glad it's over?
No, man, that was probably not a great metaphor.
No.
But anyway, you're gonna feel good when you get to the other side. Now, unlike a tunnel of shit, you're gonna think, "Whoa, I might have to go back into that a bit."
That tunnel of shit was great. I'm sliding back in there.
It's like, wow, I just felt like I just crawled through somebody's colon.
But, all right. How about this for a metaphor? It was like just like that, except like when he crawled through the tunnel, it was not filled with shit. It was filled with cotton candy.
I don't know. It'd still be quite nightmarish and terrifying. I mean, that was like a mile-long tunnel going on your hands and knees, being choked by cotton candy.
Well, I mean, no, on the edges, I mean, you could breathe and shit. It was just like pink and pleasant and weird, and like, why the fuck is this happening? None of this makes any sense. I think I found the perfect metaphor.
And then you start eating the cotton candy, and you realize at the end you've just been hallucinating and it was shit all along.
Oh, God. I think I preferred the other metaphor. At least you knew what I was getting into.
Hey guys, this cotton candy is great.
Why is there a tunnel full of cotton candy and there's a monkey with a necktie and an earring?
Let's not get into this weird cartoon podcast we're doing too much.
Yeah.
Only just to say, there'll soon be some more semi-regular podcast output from us. And that can go along with YouTubers may be familiar about the Adventure Brodio that Drew and I do, playing World of Warcraft with a couple of Taurens, making our way in the world of Warcraft. And Rick's been reading excerpts from his Shingles book, so you can go check that out. Who knows, maybe we'll come with some more stuff now that we've got time on our hands.
Well, that's the thing. It's like we got time, might as well fill it. And doing our part to either keep people sane or drive them in the opposite direction.
Yeah. I mean, if we can get you through this or just accelerate your demise into madness, either way, we're here for you.
It's like,
It's like your mom. We've got her. Might as well fill it. Sorry, were you saying something?
But yeah, okay, so that's how I've been spending my time in lockdown, starting a ridiculous podcast and watching cartoons. I've also been playing old school Nintendo games, but I gave up on that because it was incredibly stressful.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I've been playing Black Mesa, which is kind of like a remake of Half-Life. And I was like, I really liked that game when I was younger, and now it is just showing me that, goddamn, you don't have the reflexes to play video games, motherfucker.
I was playing Doom 64, and it doesn't seem that long ago Doom 64 was out. I remember just breezing through that game for fun, and now I'm sort of like, sitting there having PTSD because it's just too fucking difficult.
After a while, you take dying personally.
Yeah. It's like the enemies are zombies. They're zombies with shotguns. Why are they quicker on the draw than me? What happened to me? But, that's just the tragedies of getting old. You get less good at video games. My kids are starting to nearly beat me at Mario Kart now.
Yeah, it's a toss-up between me, my son, and my daughter. We can all still kick my wife's ass.
Well, that's...
But,
oh, my God. You need that.
Yeah.
You got to have someone that you can just reliably beat.
I think I'm still king of the course, but we don't get 3 stars anymore because I'll win most of the races, but one of those little bastards will snag first place from me, like right at the end.
Yeah. And I can see them getting better, me getting slower.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time before I have to kill them.
Yeah, after a while, you gotta you get beat enough times. You gotta be like, let me just explain to you. You're trapped in here with me, and you have to sleep sometime.
Well, at the end of that, I can just take the Switch and frisbee it through the fucking window because I paid for it. So, let that be a lesson to your children about why you shouldn't be locked in the house with your old man for a month. Maybe. I don't know.
I occasionally pull rank because we got all these all these PS4 controllers, and half of them are kind of like half busted. So I'm like, no, Daddy gets to work in one because he paid for all of them.
Welcome to the real world, motherfuckers. Yeah. I really must sit down with my kids and make them watch The Shining.
Yeah.
Just so there's no surprises. So you know what to look out for.
Have you guys been watching movies with the kids?
Yeah. We've been watching... Jeez, what was the last one we watched? We watched Onward, which was okay. It was a family movie with typical... I don't know if they just have some kind of robot who generates these scripts. They're all starting to seem really similar to me at the moment. But
See, I've been going the opposite way. I've been trying to think up old movies that. Oh man, I liked this when I was younger. The kids should see this. We watched What About Bob the other day, and
nice.
Last night was it last night? Maybe the night before we watched Strange Brew.
I haven't seen that.
Oh no! Oh,
No.
you're missing out.
I've heard it's good.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah, either my kids are assholes, I'm an asshole, or we're all assholes. Because my kids would never want to watch movies. Like if I take them out to the movie theater, that's one thing because they're like, okay, dad's gonna bribe us with popcorn and candy. But I'm at home. It's like the kids are walking. Oh, Dad, what are you watching? I'm watching Dark Phoenix. Want to watch it for me? No. What are you watching? I'm watching Hobbs and Shaw. You want to watch it with me? No. And it's like fuck y'all.
Yeah,
Fine, I'll watch it
Well,
myself.
that's on you for giving them a choice.
Yeah, don't give them a choice. It's not a democracy. My stepson is a bit cooler about movies. He's slightly older, but trying to get my daughter to watch anything that she hasn't kind of put on her radar first is like pulling fucking teeth.
Yeah.
She's a 12-year-old girl. She's got a finger on the pulse, and if she hasn't seen somebody watch it on TikTok or whatever the fuck, she's not interested.
That's funny. I mean, I think our daughters are pretty much the same, except one of her cool young teachers suggested she watch, or just said that she or he or whoever it was liked, what's that show, Julie? The Good Place. And so I was like, oh, well, I didn't think my kids would be into that, but all right, let's give it a whirl. And yeah, they loved it. My 10-year-old son too.
Yeah, I should just turn off the It's like, Dad, did you not pay the power? Sure, I did, but I turned off the power to everything but this TV and this remote. And my kids would still be like, we've decided we're going to go read.
Speaking of reading, I finally got Jack to start in on The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Ooh.
And he has been reluctant to start it because I bought the 5-book that is super fucking huge, and he's like, oh, that's too big. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. Jack, it's 5 books. The first one's pretty short. Just give it a whirl. And now that he's on lockdown, I just told him, all right, you're reading this. You aren't reading any more Captain Underpants or Dog Man, comic book books that you've read already. Read a book. And yeah, he's loving it.
So let me put it this way. You want to eat? I want 3 chapters.
Well, that's the thing. He's always been a pretty good reader. He went through all the Percy Jackson books and whatever the hell else that guy wrote. And yeah, but it's the thing. If he gets into something that he likes, he will tear through it. But then it's hard to find something else that's going to affect him like that. Otherwise, he goes back to Dog Man or whatever the fuck, or Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Nothing wrong with those. Those are fine, except there's 12 words on a page.
I don't have to with my daughter. I don't have to push her for books at all. She kind of juggles books.
Oh, good. Give me some recommendations from her. Well, not right now, but later, because like I said, I'm pretty sure we have the same daughter.
But yeah, she kind of just, again, anything recommended by somebody much cooler than me, she'll probably, you just have to kind of
yeah,
just go out and nab some fucking hipster or whatever. You've got guns over there, haven't you? Just force him to recommend books to your daughter.
Why are we paying money to advertising networks? We should just throw a few bucks to some douchebag influencers and be like, talk about how cool the Authors and Dragons books are. You should be reading Shingles. If you want to be cool.
Yeah, that's what we
You
need.
might be onto something there, Rick.
We need 12-year-old girls reading shingles.
Maybe not.
You know, as long as their parents' credit cards are valid, who cares?
Yeah. I did have like kind of fantasies. I thought, well, the silver lining about this is, I'm probably going to be able to catch up on reading, video games. I haven't been really. Just been sitting in front of this fucking computer forever.
No.
One thing I did catch up on, we finally caved in and got Disney Plus, so I've been catching up on Mandalorian.
Nice. How are you finding it?
On Disney Plus.
You know, it's kind of one of those. I like it, but but I've heard so many people say wonderful things about it. It doesn't live up to the hype.
Yeah.
So it's one of those. By itself, it's really good. But if you listen to the hype of, oh man, this is the future of Star Wars. Then it's kind of like it just makes you a little bitter watching it.
Shall I tell you why it's the future of Star Wars? It's not because it's amazing. It's because it's not shit. For a weekly episodic series, putting aside all the fact that the costumes and the cinematography is great and the cast are great and everything, it's just like it doesn't blow you away every episode with defied expectations and mind-blowing twists. It's just a good, solid space western.
Yeah.
So it's not.
And if you,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, if you look at it compared to the last couple Star Wars movies, yeah, it's pretty fucking brilliant.
It's not the second coming.
I like
it's
the
just,
new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck you guys. That's something I've seen that's recent and that I like. That's hard to come by.
The Mandalorian. I know what you mean, because there's people talking like this is the second coming, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's incredibly polished, well done, box checking, competent series. And that's all it really needs to be. It doesn't need to be the second coming. It just needs to be Star Wars and good.
Yeah, the whole idea of like, let's just do a Western but set in the Star Wars universe, that's pretty competently accomplished. Yeah.
Every episode I watched, I just thought, oh, that was satisfying. I enjoyed that. And it had the Star Wars aesthetic, which, scratches an itch. So yeah, I was glad I was watching it. I'm looking forward to more of that. And there was some like brilliant writing in it. People are going to be quoting bits from that for a long time to come. Cannot think of anything I'd want to quote from The Last Jedi at all, now that I think about it. For all the parts that I liked about that movie, there's not much of it that I am fondly nostalgic about.
Yeah, I would have liked Rise of Skywalker a lot better if all the good parts weren't in the fucking novelization. Because I can't tell you how much it pisses me off every time I go into like IGN or something, where it's like, hey, there's a new revelation about why this thing that made no fucking sense in the theaters makes perfect sense if you read the novelization. And it's like, fuck you. You should have maybe put it in the movie then.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I don't want DLC. It's the same. The downloaded content in a game. If you need the downloaded content, then it should have been in the fucking game. Goes for movies as well. You can't just patch it up with a novel after the fact.
It's like, well, Cats tried and they failed spectacularly, which makes it even better.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, we're gonna fix this movie while it's already in the theater. No, you're not.
No. I do Sonic the Hedgehog. A sharp about turn there.
Mm-hmm.
And they produced a mediocre video game movie, which is about as good as video game movies get.
Yeah, if a video game movie is mediocre, that's like Oscar level for video game movies.
It's like, this was shit, but it wasn't a steaming pile of shit. That's it's video game gold.
I think they're gonna learn. As always, I'm irresponsibly optimistic. I think video game movies are going to get better.
Something. I think they will get better, but I don't think they'll ever be brilliant.
I disagree.
Like Rampage was stupid fun. I'll give it that. It is very watchable. It's a dumbass giant monster movie. It has The Rock in it. It's a fun movie, but you know something? At the end of the day, it kind of knows what it is. It knows its place.
But I mean, all right, I'm not talking about Rampage. I mean, that's what can you do with fucking Rampage with the source material? But I'm saying, like, I don't know, other games or like a Zelda game or a Zelda movie. I think there's potential for awesomeness there, and I think it hasn't happened yet because maybe people are waiting for the right script, and we don't want to fuck this up. This is Zelda. It's Sonic the Hedgehog. Who gives a
Lots
fuck?
of video games have potential for greatness, but that greatness has not been achieved. And
But Zelda hasn't been tried. And I think that's for a reason. You think there aren't a billion Zelda scripts out there?
He doesn't say much.
Who gives a shit? I mean, I don't know. I'm just trying to be positive in these dark times.
I don't give a shit about Legend of Zelda. I've never played it. Probably never will. But God of War, I do think there would be a potentially really good story there.
Oh.
I don't think we're going to get that really good story, but I think there is potentially a really good movie story there. Yes, I don't give a shit about Zelda.
Hey, that's fine.
I don't even know who the fuck Link is.
I think you do, because I didn't mention his name, I?
This little fucking sausage guy running around.
Sausage guy. Enough of this. You're bringing me down. Sausage guy.
And wouldn't the game be that much better if he was just a sausage guy?
But that's the thing. He doesn't say much, and that's where script writers can make whatever they want. There was a shitty Dungeons and Dragons movie that didn't have to be the case.
You're right.
But they rolled with it.
That didn't have to be a shit movie. It could have been a good movie quite easily.
I mean, all right, you want a good Dungeons and Dragons movie? It wasn't called that, but Willow. Was that not a Dungeons and Dragons movie?
Yes, I suppose so.
I think it was.
Yeah, but here's the thing: if it's not the source material, then technically it's not. I mean, you could say Lord of the Rings is a really good Dungeons and Dragons movie.
It is,
but it's not a Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Well, because Lord of the Rings, the book came out before Dungeons and Dragons. But anyway, what I'm saying is, a game system, you can take all that shit and ignore the plot of the game and make something great out of it. Like if Dungeons and Dragons came first and then somebody made Lord of the Rings, that would be a great movie. A great Dungeons and Dragons movie. That's not what happened.
No, but clearly not what happened.
No, not at all.
I would love to comment more on the potentiality of a Zelda movie, but the fact is I already discussed this with Drew on the Adventure Brodeo episode 12. So that's just released as we are speaking, so I can't repeat myself on my excellent ideas.
By that logic, Star Wars is an excellent Space Invaders movie.
It is an excellent Space Invaders movie.
So,
I think Guardians of the Galaxy was the best Space Invaders movie. Anyway, what were we even talking about?
I don't know.
Keeping occupied?
Vaginas?
We weren't talking about someone was talking about that.
Thinking about it.
Is that how you're keeping yourself occupied?
Like, man.
That's fair.
It's like, I'm sitting there playing Mario Kart. Wish I had more vaginas here.
I could throw them at my opponents.
And that's why you're losing, Bevan. It's those kind of distractions. The reason the kids are eating you alive out there, man. No, I mean, I haven't read any more interesting books. I mean, I've read a book since this whole thing started, which was Carrier Wave by Robert Brockway, which is about the end of the world. So not great timing there on my part. But a good book.
But you know what is great, and I hate to plug a Patreon that's not ours, but 900 hot dogs by Brockway and Sean, baby, because that shit is getting me through the day.
That is pure internet comedy gold. That is true. I won't say you should stop listening to this podcast immediately and go and read it. You can wait until the podcast is over. Jesus, Yeah, so I have been reading 1-900 Hot Dog, but not actual books. And I've been playing video games that I've already played. They've re-released. I don't know if they did this intentionally. This was like an act of mercy. But Nintendo Switch have re-released basically every Final Fantasy game. And I'm so tempted just never go back to work. Just play Final Fantasy until they find me dead.
I am waiting for the Final Fantasy VII remake. I am looking forward to that.
That's the last one I ever played.
I want to revisit it.
Well, I will just offer this. Steve, don't play 15. Just don't.
I'm not going to go.
Because 15 is so fucking anger-inducing. I played it like 2 years ago, and I'm still pissed off about it.
I was playing the demo for the Final Fantasy VII remake, and all the old characters are there, and it was the same dialogue going through, and that was great. And then the combat scenes happened, and it's all hack and slash. I thought, wow, I didn't like it. I mean, the game looked great, and it had the same vibe and the same characters, and all that nostalgia was clicking into place. And it was such a great story, but the whole hack and slash element of it.
Did you try classic modes? Because apparently classic mode exists for the old fuckers like us.
Well, I heard that when you put it on classic mode, it just auto plays the hack and slash element of it. I don't know. I don't know if I'm interested in it.
Wow, you and I got totally different things out of Final Fantasy. All I wanted was to roam around and get experience points and kill monsters. And like every time the fucking cutscenes came and I had to sit through the fucking story, it was like, oh god, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it would never fail. I'm like, I'm gonna turn this game off right now because I got to take a shit. Oh, I just jumped into it like a 90-minute unskippable cutscene.
No, I mean the actual fights you have. It's not turn-based combat. It's more like you got to push buttons and fight things before you can use your special moves.
Oh no, I don't like that. I like turn-based.
It feels less.
Yeah.
I mean, it's engaging and it works, and maybe it's just more suited for today's easily distracted youth. I just like sitting there and optimizing things like a big old fucking nerd.
Yeah, I kind of do miss that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, okay, in the middle of the battle, all right, we're just going to wait our turn. Do I want to use this spell or this spell or let me look up a cheat code here.
Yeah, and you'd optimize everything, and then the game would end. And you'd think to yourself, every time I'd think to myself, I wish I could just play the game through again with all the things I've optimized. Because apparently I have that much time on my hands. I do like the Final Fantasy games. If I do decide to check out of society on a voluntary basis, I think that's probably the way I'll go.
I've always liked New Game Plus because I don't know, it puts me. What I like about New Game Plus, or hey, start the game again and keep all your shit and your powers and stuff, is that's what I call asshole. Because I start the game and I'm like, I'm trying to save the world, I'm doing this stuff, I'm an underdog, but then you play again in asshole mode where essentially it's just, I'm just hunting motherfuckers. Because they've pissed me off.
Yeah, they just called it asshole mode. It make a lot of sense.
Well, I mean, I kind of did that. I mean, I'm talking back in the original NES. I mean, Dragon Warrior is a great, level up and get out of the swamp near the original town, and then I get a few levels. I go beat down some fucking slimes, because fuck you, slimes.
There's something satisfying about going back to areas that gave you hassle with your newfound muscles and just bitching everything.
And that's why Elder Scrolls 4 was Oblivion sucked, because everything leveled up with you. You're like, I'm gonna go kick some goblins' asses. Oh, the goblins are level 97 now too, and they're still beating the fuck out of me.
Yeah, that's not good. Takes all the fun out of it. What's the point of having power if you can't abuse it horribly?
Yeah, it's like, come on, video game makers. I'm just a plea from you to me. Every now and then, we need to swing our dick around.
Yeah, I mean, if you could program that into the game, just an actual dick swinging move in every game, you make a lot of people happy.
Yeah, it's like I don't need to kill orcs anymore. I'm level 177. But you know something? Every now and then, I just want to kill some orcs.
I kill slimes with my dick, and now I'm lubed.
Oh, God. See? If they just put us in charge, we can make this entire lockdown experience go a lot more smoothly for everyone. They just listen to us. Well, okay. Any last tips and tricks for staying sane during the lockdown?
Read shingles.
I said staying sane. Read shingles. Nice quick read. Might make you laugh. Might destroy your faith in humanity a little bit.
There's 27 shingles available for you to share with a friend, or preferably buy for a friend.
There you go.
27. Soon to be 28.
Soon to be 28.
The Haunting of Whorehouse is coming soon.
I wonder if you'll one day write the shingles that'll just, I don't know, destroy God. I think that's probably the end game. Yeah, read the shingles. Listen to the upcoming East Infection Anime Appreciation podcast. Keep an eye on our YouTube for more shit. Come and chat to us on the Patreon if you can. Promise to do a little bit better on that. Or if not, come hang out with us on Facebook. You can do that for free. Maybe not Bevan's group.
Yeah, or come to one of our groups and be told.
You can come to my group.
Just tell you to fuck off.
I won't, unless you're begging for it.
Like, Bob, how you doing during all this? Fuck you. Oh God, I was in the wrong group all along.
And if you got any friends out there looking for recommendations, content, don't just be a fucking normie and recommend that weird gay tiger thing to them. Oh, you can do that as well, I suppose, if you want. Why not recommend them our podcast? Why not brighten their lives a little bit with our bullshit?
Yeah, everybody's listening to Critical Role, but tell them they can listen to Authors and Dragons before it's cool. Sorry, Bob, I'm stealing your tagline.
No, run with it.
Oh, that does sort of imply that at some point we'll be cool.
That's the beauty. They'll always be listening to us before it's cool.
There's infinite opportunities to listen to us before it's cool. Okay, well, I guess we'll wrap it up there. We've been talking shit long enough. Join us for the next side quest where we'll have another intriguing guest. And join us next week for our next episode. Will we remain animals forever? Maybe. We don't know.
I might.
Yeah, you might definitely choose to. It might just be 100 more episodes of you sucking your own dick as a weasel. Be surprised by that.
This is what the people want.
I think they do. I think maybe it's what they deserve as well. I guess until then, listeners, stay safe, stay occupied.
Stay the fuck away from each other.
Yes. And stay inside.
Jerk off on your front lawns. They'll stay 6 feet away.
Yeah.
And if they don't, marry them.
Solid advice there. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.